As a father of three, it's especially hard for me to hear these stories. Children dying far earlier than they should. In some cases, their lives cut short by decades. These are children, the worst-case scenarios of the nearly one-third of American kids who weigh too much.
But you see, the thing is, behind all those stats, behind all those numbers, are real stories. People are worried that what we're describing could happen to them. Let's go meet somebody.
Hey, how are you?
How y'all doing?
Good.
Just 12 years old and 250 pounds. Tiger Green has a story. Call it the new American story.
In our family, when you're happy, we eat. When you're sad, you eat. And when you just are watching TV, you eat. You know?
What'd you eat?
Lunch, I'd have like a big 15-ounce steak or something, and like 5 Sprites and stuff like that.
5 Sprites. One meal. I'm almost scared to ask about dinner. What was that like?
Take lunch times 5.
It's hard not to smile, but also important to realize that Tiger didn't get here by himself. He had help from the people who care the most.
That's why I have 3 kids, so I'm the last guy in the world who preaches about anything nowadays because I know the reality. But, I mean, what were you thinking when you saw him eating that much?
As a parent, you know, you want to see your kids happy. And mistakenly, horribly mistakenly, when we were eating, we were happy. And somehow that computed to be good parenting.
Tiger's dad wishes he would have known this one startling fact. Children with an obese parent are 50% more likely to be obese themselves. 50%.
I think a lot of people focus on what's happening, what you look like on the outside of your body. Have you ever thought about what's going on the inside of your body?
Not much.
Well, it's something I think I want to show you today. So in fact, that's why we brought you here to this hospital. We're going to go and take a look and see what's happening to your heart, what's happening to your liver. See what you think, okay?
Okay.
It's hard to believe this is a child's liver. All that white filled with fat. Fat, not just on the outside of your body.
And that's happening inside your body.
For me as a doctor, this is especially disturbing because we see this with patients who are typically decades older.
That's the top of your femur. That's the bone right here that goes into your hip. And it is pushing against the bone over here. You should have a nice layer of cartilage in between here, nice cushion. And because of so much weight, that bone is literally pushed back and into that joint. That's going to hurt.
Of course, your joints hurting is not nearly as frightening as what all that fat is doing to your heart.
This heart is having to work so hard, that muscle is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which in the heart is a bad thing. After a while, it's just not going to be able to work as well.
It's scary because I know that could be happening to me right now.
What we're talking about isn't just theoretical anymore. This is really happening right now. In fact, Tiger told me a story that really stuck with me. When he was in 2nd grade, just 7 years old, he started to have chest pain. And doctors were concerned enough about his heart that they ended up in a place like this. Doctors checking his heart, doing procedures, doing tests to try and figure out what was going on. A 2nd grader, and all of this because of overweight and obesity. Can you imagine, as a child, ending up in a room like this? Doctors are worried that you might not even be able to survive.
Be one of those kids who has an early death from cardiovascular disease.
So when you say early death, I mean, are you literally talking about people in their 30s having heart attacks? What does that mean?
Well, this is pretty unprecedented. We haven't really seen 8-year-olds with type 2 diabetes before, so we don't actually know what's going to happen. But it's very concerning. The good news is we can do something about it.
Tiger has already started.
I mean, this is a pretty good-looking refrigerator. I mean, you got a lot of fruit, obviously. You got blueberries, you got strawberries, you got a lot of fresh vegetables down here.
For Tiger, it's a point of immense pride. He's now 30 pounds lighter. He has another 40 to go. And all of those lost pounds are adding years to his life and changing his body on the outside and the inside as well. They were rapidly aging a boy into a sick old man way before his time. And that smile, well, it means he's peeling off the pounds and those years.